Well, I nominated Tommy because I think he represents the best of what embodies a lawyer in South Carolina. He's been a prominent attorney over many years, and Tommy is someone who has had a heart for public service over his lifetime.
I got to work with Speaker Pro Tem Tommy Pope for about 12 years at the State House, and I got to really learn his leadership style in those moments. A lot of those moments were busy and with a lot of energy, and watch his calm demeanor and his caring demeanor really work for solutions was an incredible experience.
I'm Tommy Pope. I'm a former SLED agent. I'm a former solicitor. That's our district attorney. I'm a current practicing lawyer with the Elrod Pope Law Firm, and also in my spare time I'm a legislator too. I'm Speaker Pro Tem here at the South Carolina House. I'm from York County. I grew up in Rock Hill. I moved up to York when I returned home when I was 30 years old and got elected as solicitor in 1992, and we've been up in York ever since. I'm married. I've got 4 children, a number of grandchildren, and more on the way. My oldest son works with the co-op. My next son is a physical therapist. They both have children. My youngest son is just started at our law firm. He graduated USC. He's got one on the way. And we just found out last week my daughter Kaylin, my one and only baby girl, is going to law school too. So the key to getting Kaylin to go was me to act like I didn't care if she went. And then we're excited. I think she's excited too to carry on the legacy. I just always throughout my career have just been blessed with people who have mentored me or looked out for me, or in Mama's case, praying for me. My mother passed away January, right after I got out of law school in December, and the ladies at the church said that that she was holding on. She was battling cancer, and she was holding on just to make sure that I got out of law school. And I said, I wish somebody had told me, because I went to summer school and got out early. I said, if I'd known that, I'd have probably taken about 8 years to get out of law school to keep Mama around, So
obviously he went to law school, he graduated, and he started prosecuting. And again, that shows you his servant's heart that he has for the public and for the state of South Carolina. He prosecuted in Lex County for a few years and decided to return home to York County and pursue his interest in politics. But this interest in politics was running for solicitor. So he ran for solicitor, one of the youngest solicitors that was ever elected in South Carolina. And he did what he does all the time. He rolled up his sleeves and started getting to work. And a little case came by one day that was called Susan Smith.
I sought the death penalty and she didn't receive it. So I kind of always considered the case a loss, but the way we acquitted ourselves, when you have an accent like this, they think the least, and everybody was pleased. The judge handled it well, the court handled well both sides, and so I kind of got some accolades or recognition for that. And anyway, I got the silver Compleat Lawyer Award, because I was young, but it represented the field well. And I remember that night, so my mom had passed away several years before. My wife and my father and I went to Columbia. And my dad was old school. He grew up during the Depression, went into World War II, never graduated high school. He was a man's man. I always say I'm 6'4", about 225, and I'm a boy. My dad was a man. And he was a tough man. I knew he loved me, but that just wasn't something you really said or talked about. Mama was kind of in charge of that. And I remember the night we came down and I got the award, and I think it was when we were going back, because he got to see judges he knew, from his career as sheriff and everything. And I remember, I think it was there still at the event, and my daddy told me he was proud of me. And I always knew he was, but it's something else just to hear it, And so that tough man, that was much more of a man than I'll ever be, that night he told me he was proud of me. So when I heard I was getting this award, the first thing I thought about was my dad and that, because I knew Mom was proud of me. She'd tell me all the time, but thinking about Big Albert saying he's proud of me, and so I know he's looking down, and I hope they're proud of me again.
Yeah, when I found out he'd won, I was really excited because he's such a caring person that always puts South Carolina and his constituents first. So getting to celebrate somebody who's such a great leader is an exciting thing.
What he has done for the citizens of this state and for our legal system is measurable, and it's an honor to have him, to call him a fellow attorney, but more importantly, call him a colleague, a friend, and he has been a confidant and a trusted source and been supporting me ever since I've been elected speaker over the 4 years ago, and we've got a great partnership, and he is well deserving of this honor that he's receiving tonight.